Alrighty, hello. Let me put this back. Okay. Alright. So, as you tell by the title, this is about the movie series that I'm making. Cause it's gonna be like hour-long episodes, basically, kind of like Game of Thrones, but with a better ending. And, a story that'll actually, you know, a story that'll actually keep principles set up before in the beginning all the way through to the end. So, that kind of thing. But I digress. We're not talking about how bad Game of Thrones was. That was like a year or two ago. Point is, what we're talking about is this series, and with recent events that have gone down, basically, which is what the last two videos were about. This movie series is, and I hate to keep talking about Ryan, because of what's going on with him, but since this has nothing to do with what he did, this is more so, somewhat to do with what he did, but more so about how it ties into my Younite movie. If you don't know what Younite is, I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it. Younite is, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, Younite is a animatic movie series that I'm currently working on. I am producing it by myself. So it's gonna take a little bit to get out. It'll probably come out sometime next year. The first episode anyway. So the first movie in this movie series will come out probably, hopefully, either by the end of this year or sometime next year, because it's an animatic. And also there will be some animation in it, but it's mostly just an animatic. And what else is there? I also need to what is it? Freaking. I also need to figure out how to draw people. I'm still working on my, learning how to draw like cartoon people, and the basis of what the Younite movie series is that it centers around YouTubers, and it's basically their quest to not only save YouTube but to get back home, because a dark force is after the power that, little do they know, they have, and they're transported to some alternate world where they are gifted with these powers, or these powers are now amplified and visible here, not here, but in that world. And so, since they're trapped in that world, they are currently with those powers, and since that dark force is in that world, they're trying everything they can to survive and to fight their way through until they can make their way back home. It's going to consist of probably 50 plus YouTubers, and all with their own separate kind of powers. Some will probably have the same powers. I don't really know. That just contradicted what I just said. But point is, I'm gonna try to make every power as unique as possible. I unfortunately won't be adding reactors because there's nothing really that I can add from them. I might, if I can, during the process I will, but as of right now, in my head, there's nothing too much I can give them that'll make them stand out from each other. The only thing I can think about giving a reactor for a power is like laser vision, which I could give to like anybody else, because I'm literally having like 50 plus YouTubers in this series. So that's pretty much the premise of the series. It's gonna get a lot deeper than that. It seems like a pretty hollow story for the time being, but obviously there's gonna be more being put. There's gonna be more that's gonna get put into it later on during production. But I digress once again. Back to the point of why I'm making this video. The point is, since it's a YouTuber based movie, one that I am going to star in. What was that smile? I hate myself. Anyway, point is, since it's a YouTuber based movie, it's going to be centered around YouTubers. Obviously, one of the YouTuber groups, because there are groups of YouTubers, is obviously going to be Achievement Hunter. So, basically Achievement Hunter and Let's Play, the Achievement Hunter group, the lads and the gents. Ray will be appearing there, the current lads, and, Jeff and Jack. And originally, Ryan was to star in this movie as well. But with everything that's going on, and all that, I don't really know if it would be a smart idea for everyone else's sake to put him in the movie, because it's up to you guys. Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't know if I'm also on the fence about putting him in the movie for my own sake, because I'm still not fully recovered all the way from this. Like I said, there's still some remaining residue of just shock and sadness and all that other stuff. But for the most, as I said, for the most part, I am fine. But it's just there is some still remaining things. There are some remainders that someone like to call that I still need to get through. But aside from that, I want your guys' opinion on whether or not he should be added into the movie. Because to me, as much as I am on the fence about it, I've had this idea in my head for the past 4 years. For the past 4 years, I've had this idea in my head, and I'm just now putting it into action, because I can finally now actually start making this thing a reality. I'm on the cusp of making it happen. I'm on the cusp of making it happen. All I need to do is just start, all I need to do is just get a little bit better at the people, and boom, I am on my way to making this movie a reality. But the only real way for me to feel as though this movie is perfect would be to add him. But as I said 1,000 times already, with everything that he's done, with everything that's going on, I don't know if it would be a good idea to do so, because I don't know how people would feel about that. As controversial as it may be, I want my movie to get controversial in the good sense, because there are good controversies. But point is, I do want my movie to gain traction and attention. I don't want it to get the wrong kind of attention, and I don't want to send the wrong message again, a second time in a row, by adding him into the movie. If you guys want me to let him into the movie, I will, and because it'll honestly feel better for the movie's sake. On my end, it'll feel better, because it would have it would have culminated to how I've envisioned it all those years ago. But if you guys don't want him in the movie because of what's happened, I'll respect your wishes, as tough as that might be. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I spent 9.5 minutes trying to explain that, because I kept going off track and going off on tangents. I have ADHD. Don't ever think that I ever extend videos out because I'm trying to get more ad revenue. I can't get ad revenue because I don't even have the minimum requirements. Don't even say that. And I get distracted with my own words, as is evident as it's happening right now. I get distracted with my own words and I go off on tangents and I branch off from what I'm supposed to be doing, what I'm supposed to be actually talking about. I'm pretty sure this video would have been half as long if I just stick to what? If I'd have just stuck slash sticked. I don't even think sticked is a word. If I'd have just stuck to what I was originally supposed to be talking about, the video probably wouldn't have even been half as long. I just get very sidetracked, as is clearly evident. I'm still talking. Anyway, just tell me what you guys think. I still need to, get started because I'm still working on my drawing of people. If you know how to draw people well, like in a cartoonish sense, like for example, take Sadist's work. You know how she makes the Dream SMP. She makes the Dream SMPs animatics. How they make their animatics. How the how she makes her animatics. I forgot, but how she makes hers. How everyone else makes their animatics. Look at the Dream SMP animatics on YouTube. If any of you know how to draw like that, then by all means, hit me up on Discord or like anywhere. I really just want to. I really just want to get better at this as quickly as I can, but as thoroughly as possible, as quickly and as thoroughly as possible, so that way I can get this out. Hopefully by or before the end of this year, and if not, then somewhere next year, because this is like really exciting for me, because I'm actually getting it towards the point that I really want it to be at. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching, and I want to say that I wanted to live stream today, but I could not. Well, not that I couldn't, but I just decided to make this video instead because though I hate uploading videos like this, because I hate making videos. Well, no, I don't hate making videos like this. Again, I'm going off on a tangent. I don't hate making videos like this. I thoroughly enjoy it because I get to just sit here and talk. I don't have to worry about playing a game or doing something interesting in the game while I'm just trying to talk and just be me. So I do enjoy making these videos, but I just don't like that I uploaded 3 of these types of videos in a row. I just don't like that. I would like to have some variety with the way I upload, with the way I upload it, with the way I upload. This is like the 4th video in a row where I'm just sitting on camera and being upfront with y'all. So this is going to be the last time for a good long while. Hopefully, I am hoping, praying that that's the case, because I don't like, as much as I like doing this, I want variety between my uploads, and B, I don't like getting too serious on camera. I like to just sit on camera and be happy. If I can sit on camera and just be like this, be happy all the time, on camera. Just get serious here, like for a second, to just talk about something serious and just be sincere and genuine. That's a different time. That's a different thing, But if I can just sit here and be happy, then yeah, I like that. When I made that first video about taking a break because of what had happened with Ryan, it was the hardest thing. I didn't want to upload that because the one thing I wanted was to make sure that I didn't want to be seen crying on camera, because that's not a good feeling. I don't like when my favorite YouTubers cry on camera. It breaks me. It breaks my soul when I see my favorite YouTubers cry on camera. It's not a fun feeling. And I didn't want to upload it, but I knew that I had already not uploaded or live streamed for a little bit. And I haven't been active on my Discord, so people were so I just wanted to make sure people knew that people knew what was going on, so that way I didn't just up and leave, or like, or I didn't, not up and leave, but I didn't just, you know, up and take a longer amount of time than I would have needed. So, because I plan on coming back that day, like that day or like the day after. Um, but after learning what had happened, I went to check Twitter for like something completely different. I went to check Twitter to check on Corey Kenshin because he hadn't uploaded a little bit, so I got a little worried to see if see if he was just active there. Um, you know, like just like even if it was like a week ago, like, you know, just recently, and then I saw everyone from from achievement hunters, they're like seeing their tweets on, like seeing their tweets that seem like really like distraught tweets. And I was like, huh? Like I just saw it in my feed when I went there, and I was like I it's one of those times where I just dang my ADHD to heck to Helheim, because I would have been so happy, so fine without knowing any of that. I could have gone on 100 years without knowing any of that. But freaking my ADHD kicked in. The only thing I needed to look at was the top right corner of the screen, to go to the search bar to check on Corey Kenshin, see if he was active, then exit out of Twitter. But no, the first thing I did I was look up there and then look forward straight in the middle of the screen where my feed was, and then I saw those tweets. Then my curiosity made me dive even deeper because I was afraid it was Gavin that they were talking about. So I got really afraid, because out of everybody, even though Ryan was my idol, I loved Gavin. He's my all-time favorite, absolute favorite, and I didn't want it to be him. So I checked on him. I didn't see any tweets, so I still got a little bit scared. And so I decided to just do it. I just decided to pull a Zhu Li and just do the thing. And I went on to one of the tweets that they posted, to see what had happened, and I went through the comments, because clearly the tweets weren't telling us anything fairly enough, because it technically wasn't any of our business. But they in the comments of that tweet, that's where I found it, and I was like, I was just straight broke that day. I was broke in more ways than one. I was broken more ways than one, and it destroyed me. Even now, I'm on the verge of tears because I hate thinking about it. Like, I don't like to oppress certain issues. I don't like to press them down and avoid them. I don't like doing that, because it's it's like, I find that like there's different ways to cope, and that's fine. You can have your way to cope, but at the end of the day, if you avoid a problem that you're having for too long, you can damage your mental health, because you're depending. Because like, it's alright to distract yourself, to take a break from having to think about something bad, so that way you can relieve your your mentals. You can relieve your mind, and, you know, feel better, just for a little bit. There's nothing wrong with distracting yourself for a short period of time from a bad situation, you know, like for like a day or so, like maybe even a week at the very most, like I'll allow, for me anyway. But because at max for me, I'll allow like a few days to, you know, try to distract myself at the very most, and at the least probably like that day I'll allow myself to be distracted. But other than that, I'm dealing with and processing that issue, because if you distract yourself for too long, you become dependent on those distractions instead of actually trying to confront and deal with that issue, which is a problem. You can't do that. If you do that, you will hurt yourself more, because the moment you try to actually deal with it, it'll hurt you 1,000 times more. It'll hit you even harder. And that's why it's not okay to distract yourself all the time, which is why I say distracting yourself is, I don't like the whole distracting yourself thing. I hate it. I honestly don't think it's okay. But I think it's I don't think it's bad, but I don't know how to properly word it without making it sound bad. I hate it because of how unhealthy it can get. There it is. I hate it because of how unhealthy it can get, when in reality it's a very healthy coping mechanism. But people use it unhealthily, which is why I hate it. Because they then depend on those distractions versus dealing with the issue at hand. Much like antidepressants and you know, all that stuff like that try to that you have to rely on medicine. Like I don't like that. Like I hate antidepressants with a passion. It's unnecessary. You know, like, get proper help. An antidepressant is not help. It's not. It's not help. It's it's a it's an excuse to not try and deal with a problem that you're having. I a freaking it's like a distraction to keep yourself from diving too deep into your thoughts, to where a distraction to keep you, to keep you calm and to keep you from thinking too much about the issue, just to keep you, just to take your mind off of it. There's nothing wrong with that. I 100% support that. But I don't support I don't support, like, just like over distract. I don't support avoiding the issue. Avoiding the issue gets you nowhere, and it makes you worse. It hurts you more, and that's why I hate it. ADHD kicked in again. It took me from like making a literal like 10 to like maybe 12 or 13 minute video, and now it's 22 minutes long. The video is over now. Give me your opinions on the Younite movie, and maybe about what I just said. I don't know. Just give me your opinions on the Younite movie, please, because it just doesn't. It does. I don't know. Okay. It just. I don't know. It just. That's what's important. That's what the video was about the first time. That's the first half of the video was about. I don't know what the second half was, but yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and tomorrow there will be a live stream. I promise you, tomorrow there will be a live stream. I will be trying to. My nose is huge. I will be attempting to speedrun Minecraft for about probably like 3 hours or so. I will try to stream at 10 a.m. I'll try to stream a little bit earlier, so that way I can get the stream out. It'll be like 3 to 4 hours long. I'll try to. Ooh, it's brighter. It's getting brighter. It's a metaphor for life. It's dim at first, but it will always get brighter. Keep moving. So, ADHD is kicking in hard. Point. Tell me your opinion on whether or not I should add Ryan to the, or whether or not I should keep Ryan involved in the Younite movie. If I should not, in the Younite movie series. If I should not, let me know. If I should, let me know. It's your opinion. I'm following your opinion on what what you guys are comfortable with. It's my dream, but it's what I want you to enjoy. And if you can't enjoy it, then I'm doing it wrong. So, thank you so much for watching. I don't know what I was talking about to begin with before I talked about the light. Whatever, I guess. Oh yeah, that's right. I'll be attempting to speedrun Minecraft tomorrow. I'll stream it earlier so that way I can get the stream out. I'll be attempting to live stream my speedrun of Minecraft. I'm gonna attempt to speedrun it, because I've always wanted to try and I haven't been able to. I'll do it at 10 a.m. so that way I can get it done early, and that way I can, start working on this movie and start getting other stuff done that I want to do throughout the day. So, thank you so much for watching. The video is now over. Thank you. Have a nice day. I will see you all tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Ugh.